Welcome to Edgewater, New Jersey. In this video, we're gonna take you throughout town. As you can see, we're starting at the Edgewater Ferry. This gets you to 39th Street in Manhattan in 20 minutes. You can see Manhattan just behind me. Throughout this video, we're gonna show you everything that Edgewater has to offer. You're gonna follow along and see what the different areas are like to live, what the nuances are in the northern end to the southern end, and overall get a very good general vibe for Edgewater. See the housing options that are available, and if you want to move here, this video should give you everything that you need. So stick around and let's check out Edgewater, New Jersey. One of the greatest things about Edgewater is its commutability, especially via ferry. Like I said, it's only 20 minutes and you could buy a ticket in this machine right here, and then you'll walk down the boardwalk right there. Boom, you're in New York City. Great spot for commuters. Also, right next to the ferry is the marina in Edgewater. So, hey, if you're a boater, you can post up here, dock your boat, get a slip, and you have access to the Hudson River, Atlantic Ocean, Long Island Sound, whatever you want, right from Edgewater. Great spot to post up. And I think it's sick. I kind of want to get a jet ski. I've had that idea for years, like just get a jet ski, and that's my offer to clients. Like, you guys can ride on my jet ski around the Hudson River with me for fun, and then we'll have like a meeting about buying or selling a house. So Edgewater Marina, pretty sick. We are up a little further north at Veterans Park in Edgewater. I gotta give you guys like an idea for where we are in town. So this whole thing is Edgewater. We're right in the heart of it. The ferry landing is right next to us. So this is a really, really desirable location because it's walkable to the ferry. So if you have something that's walkable to the ferry in Edgewater, you are sitting pretty on both just easy lifestyle, convenient lifestyle, but also value-wise. Like, your property is gonna do very, very well for forever in Edgewater. So location is huge in town. However, Edgewater is a pretty premium town. You will see a lot of homes going into the $2-3 million, $4 or $5 million price range in Edgewater. So it's got some pretty spectacular offerings, but you're gonna have to pay. It's a nice place. Overall, I'd say Memorial Park's a pretty underrated place to come and just hang out, chill for a little while. People who know about it, but it is usually pretty quiet and a fantastic place to relax. I guess it's really not even a bad spot to work out. You just go like this. Whoa. All right, so I just worked out on those machines over there. Never seen any exercise equipment that moves my body like that my entire life before. Surprisingly, all right, pretty cool. But the best part about Veterans Park is the big flag right there, but it's also the view of the bridge, the water, and you can see some of those newer, super tall skyscrapers in Manhattan nowadays that they're building up higher than ever. A quick thing to know about this place, the town of Edgewater, it's home to 14,773 residents, and it was incorporated in 1894, so it's old. There are some very old buildings in Edgewater, but they love knocking them down over here and building the craziest new constructions in the Bergen County area for the most part. You got some very elaborate builders. Some of the best builders in the area love to build in Edgewater. It's a cool place. This is Mitsuwa Marketplace, located in the southern part of Edgewater. And it's a really cool spot because this is the Japanese hotspot for Bergen County and New Jersey in general. They got a lot of cute skincare stuff and anime and all the cute stuff. So they got all that stuff. And then they have amazing food, which is really the highlight and why people come to Mitsuwa. They got Kai Creamery. And they also have a Royce store, which is really good chocolates if you want to get them for anybody that you know. So, this ramen spot, come here on a weekend, there's going to be a line all the way out this door. I guess 4 o'clock on a weekday. Great time to come. And then it's your katsu over here at this spot right here. You can bring your food, sit over here. Get a water, and then you bring your food and you can sit over here. You can get a water view while you eat. And then this is my favorite spot in Mitsuwa where you can get the onigiri just like in Japan. I guess a pretty good way to check out Edgewater is to hop around the marketplaces. So the way Edgewater is situated, the entire town is basically a skinny, narrow north to south town along River Road, which I'm at Edgewater Marketplace right now, one of the more southern marketplaces. River Road is the main drag throughout town, and it's gonna get you every single place in Edgewater. So here at Edgewater Marketplace, I actually had a job in one of these buildings at one point. It was, let's see, this one over here with that orange stripe. I used to teach paint and sip classes for, those wine nights. But it's a cool spot. You got Cuppy Coffee, very popular coffee spot. There's a Thai food called Teak, Thai food spot with dining options right on the water, pizza spot as well. And then you have Orange Theory Fitness, a Red Mango smoothie spot. It's like a really cool space. And then best of all is the TJ's, Trader Joe's. So it's a very popular destination for Edgewater residents and even people who are coming from all over the place. So that's something else you need to know about Edgewater. It's not just Edgewater people in Edgewater, it's a lot of people. It's people coming over from New York City. It's people coming over from Western Bergen County, the Valley, Northern Valley in Bergen County, really all over the place. People drive, it's a destination spot. They want to capture these incredible views right here. Taking you around Edgewater Marketplace. These are all the stores. There's a lot of stores. And there used to be a Chase Bank over there, but they turned it into a place called Taverna Veranda or something like that. Closed down Kung Fu Studio. All kinds of stuff over here. Okay, this is a big one. Sojo Spa right here. This is a big place you need to know about Sojo Spa. This is a destination spot from all over the tri-state area. It's one of those very cool massage places. Got all those rooms. And the best part is the infinity pool actually looks at Manhattan, New York City. It's epic. That cafe looks sick. Cigar club. Fire station, Brownstone Pancake Factory. Damn, they really overhauled a lot of this stuff. All those signs are new in that plaza. And the crazy thing about Edgewater is that with all this, everything's still packed. There's a lot of options, but everything stays packed as it gets. This is the Edgewater Whole Foods. Barely branded, trying to keep it real nice. And it's part of another Edgewater plaza. So as you can see, Edgewater is basically a series of these waterside plazas with assorted strip mall quality storefronts. And you have some nicer places, bigger places like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's in the mix. Got a lot of fitness studios, a lot of small restaurants, vets, urgent care, Restore Hyper Wellness, you know, and they got IVs and facials and everything you could dream of that's remotely enjoyable, casual, luxury. Edgewater pretty much has it. And they're gonna be located throughout these little things. And just driving around Edgewater, I forget how many people actually just come here. Just sit in their car, park in a spot and hang out, read a book, listen to some music, watch a TV show, spend some quality time with a loved one. There's a lot of people in the cars over here just taking in the skyline because it's epic. It's New York City, but you're not having to deal with the hustle and bustle and madness that lies on the other side of that river. That is a beautiful sight right now. The way the mist is kind of slightly making the sky a little foggy. Terra Vita, good restaurant. Highly recommend checking it out. That place is amazing. This shopping center is the last one that we're gonna visit. It's called Edgewater Commons. It's filled with a lot more stores. This is where the Target in Edgewater is, if that means anything to you. Target's a hot spot for everybody, so. And the McDonald's, and the Starbucks. They still got that Starbucks in here, right? Oh no, yeah. They gotta have it in here somewhere. Acme Supermarket, I'm a big fan of Acme. They just put a kava in here, that Mediterranean Chipotle style spot. Edgewater Commons, good place. Edgewater is, you know, hustle and bustle. There's a lot of people and all different types of people and different types of drivers. So just drive, you know, very cautiously, defensive driving. Practice defensive driving when you're in Edgewater because it'll help you out. And if not save your life, save somebody else's. Of course, what's any young professional town without a Target? And they even have a, what is this, Burlington coat factory? They got a coat factory right here in Edgewater. And then for the party animals, you got Wine and Spirits over here, which sounds like a liquor store, but it's actually like a hookah bar, restaurant, club kind of thing. Pretty cool vibe right here at Wine and Spirits. Edgewater's got it all. Edgewater has definitely got it all. So now that you know what's good with the general vibe of Edgewater, as you can see, it's home to a ton of shopping. There's a lot of athletic things to do, such as all the little sports clubs or fitness classes that you can sign up for. It's hustle and bustle. There's a lot going on. Very easy access to New York City. Young money, a lot of it. Old money too. This place is absolutely on fire and has been for really the past 20, 30 years. 30 years ago, Edgewater was a complete ghost town and it was mostly home to things like super sites, polluted rivers, broken down piers. The place was falling apart. 100 years ago, there was 100 plus piers lining the coast all the way from here down to Hoboken. And this was a major port. So the place got super polluted over the years. And there's even some sites that are still being cleaned up today, which is why you do not see development throughout the entire coastline. A lot of sites are still polluted and are not able to be built on until they're finished being cleaned up, which has been taking quite a long time. So next we're gonna show you the real estate in town because the real estate is probably the coolest. I don't know, the vibe is cool, right? Everybody comes here for the vibe from all over, but the real estate is sick. And there's a lot of these, but there's also a lot of these apartment style kind of stuff. And then we have these. These are the new duplex styles. They're the most common house that you're gonna see for new constructions in Edgewater. Essentially, builders are building these because one, they're legal here, and two, they allow for more families to get into Edgewater with extremely large properties. These things are usually about 3,000 to 4,000 square feet each side, 2-car garages. They're awesome properties, super low maintenance. So a lot of people who are over here are New Yorkers, right? They commute to the city. They live a very urban lifestyle. No time for maintenance, all time for living, entertaining. Good people, good company. These duplexes fit all of those needs. So I definitely recommend checking out these duplexes if you're considering moving to Edgewater. As for the types of housing options that you're gonna have available to you in Edgewater, we're on We're on Undercliff Avenue right now, which I think is a great representation of all the different styles of housing that you can find in Edgewater. There's weirdly fitted in apartment buildings. You know what? Let's go up Oakdean right here. Oakdean is basically parallel to Undercliff. However, it's a little bit more isolated. Oh, a lot more isolated. It's a little higher up. And people love it up here. So Oakdean is higher up than Undercliff. Look at these new units right here. And look, these are the roofs of the new units across the street. So we are very high up here on Oakdean. This one is going to be absolutely incredible. I want to sell that thing. There's also single families, there's older two families. You know, a lot of these houses, they won't let you build them anymore. So the duplexes are what they build nowadays. There's some single families too that have been built that are really cool. Overall, Edgewater is a vibe. This place is absolutely popping. Yeah, so now that we're back on Undercliff, as I was saying, here's a school. What school is this? Middle school? Eleanor. Here on Undercliff, you have quite the mix of houses. Look at this row. Every single house is just townhouse. They're all the same. Older, who knows when those got made. Look at this, Housing and Redevelopment Authority administrative offices right in the middle of this residential section of Undercliff Avenue. And then at this point, Undercliff becomes a one-way, so I can't even go down there anymore. It's a crazy town, man. Like, the infrastructure here is so old that it's just a hodgepodge of however they fit everything together. Like, this house has this garage, but look at this stuff. This is crazy. This is actually a really cool house right here. Two family. Here's a newer duplex on the left. A nice family strolling their baby. More townhouse, garden apartment type things over here. You got mismatched siding. Anything and everything you want you can find right here in Edgewater. Like, here's a preschool academy. Yeah, check it out. Cool. Over here, you know, townhouses with barbecues on the front lawn, on old brick pavers. Single family house, a big apartment building with a brand new red painted fire escape. Super old duplex. Look at those two-car garages. Oh, it's a four family. Okay, that's a sick house. That's a sick house. There's a lot of four families around here. Old duplex, old two family. I know there's some three families over here. I've actually showed some of these. Random apartment buildings. So yeah, this gives you a good idea of what the real estate scene is like in Edgewater, especially up here on the cliff. You have Sterling Sound Studio. Let's go right over here. But what you have on the other side of the street, am I gonna catch that light? Doubtful, but maybe. Oh yeah, no shot. And this is Terra Vita, the restaurant that I told you about again. So on the other side of the street, you have places like Mariners Tower, very expensive rental building. And you have a lot of condos and not too many co-ops, just scattered around the area. A couple high rises here and there, a few high rises, I should say. A lot of rental apartment buildings that are managed privately by their own leasing companies. If you want a two-bedroom around here, you're probably going to be $3,500 and up, maybe $3,000 and up for a two-bedroom. $3,000 will get you something really shoddy. If you want a 1-bedroom, you're probably starting around 2,200. And it just goes up from there. Edgewater's an expensive place. It's amazing access to New York City, amazing access to modern amenities. You really have everything you need to live here, but you gotta wanna live here because you are in Edgewater when you're in Edgewater. One of Edgewater's biggest problems is its traffic, which there's plenty of. Not so much today, but there's definitely a lot of traffic. Up there ahead of us are Admiral's Walk, which is this big condo building with all the balconies that look at New York City. Very cool spot. You have Route 5 right here. This intersection takes you up to Fort Lee, Cliffside Park area. Got a lot of restaurants in Edgewater. I mean, there's too many to even start really showing you. I guess I pointed a few out throughout this ride, but overall, Edgewater is just an insane town. It's got so much going on. It's really a destination. If you want to have some fun, just like be like, stick your finger on the map, any place in Edgewater. You can find a bar, find a restaurant, find a place to hang out in the sun, find a place for city views, find a place to take a walk, find a place to eat, find a place for groceries, find a place for a massage, find a place for a fitness class, anything you need, everything. Waterside condominium they got over here too. And they got, I think the condos here are great value. They're not even terribly expensive, right? You could get some of these condos for $500,000 and you're literally minutes from the ferry to New York City. So it could make a lot of sense depending on what you're interested in. If you want something more suburban, Edgewater might not be for you, but you can get single family homes here with parking for around $900,000. So that's today, that's May 2024. I can't say that's gonna be May 2025 or any year thereafter, but that's what it's like right now. It's a great place. I say get in while the going is good. The development here just keeps on keeping on. They do not stop building. Look at this row of really nice duplexes. I remember when that row was built out. It's pretty cool. There's David Axelrad. Quite a cool fella. There's a cool duplex right here. I think that's sick. That looks so cool. And look at that view. Really not too bad. Look at this single family right here. What a charmer. Craftsman style, colonial. Sick. Shit. I gotta go left here. Woohoo! Yee! Look at that one. That's a sick house right there. I'd pick that up. These single families with these driveways, sick. Sick, 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 sick. Oof. Mama got the yachties. Look at these duplexes over here on Undercliff. Look at this 4-car garage. That's worth more than you freaking can imagine. Oh, this one. This is the one I wanted from my clients. That's the freaking one right there. That's the freaking one. That's pretty much the gist of Edgewater. It's a pretty straightforward place, as confusing as it may seem. It's a New Jersey town located directly across the river from Manhattan, New York City. This is Manhattan, right? This is as close as you can get to Manhattan without being in one of the 5 boroughs. Westchester does not offer this vicinity. Long Island does not offer this vicinity. Staten Island does not offer this vicinity. If you want to be any closer to downtown, you got to be in Hoboken or Jersey City. But if you want peace, tranquility, at least a little bit of it, with access to all the best amenities, you have it right here in Edgewater. If you're interested in the schools, we do have the new George Washington Elementary School, brand new, very high-end facility. And then after, for grades 7 through 12, students will actually go to Leonia public schools, which are very good schools as well. Everything's in the area. Leonia's a beautiful town too, so it's nice to be able to get out of Edgewater a little bit. Cons about Edgewater, there's a lot of traffic. Today's been great. I've been driving around for the past 2 hours, no traffic at all. Just wind in my hair, nice Hudson River breeze. But on the weekends especially, Edgewater will get packed with traffic, and I tend to avoid Edgewater on the weekends, especially during the day. Now, if you want to come to Edgewater at night on the weekends, that's another story. It's not that bad. And I would definitely recommend checking out some nightlife, Waterside, you got De Novo, you have River Palm Terrace, you have Wine and Spirits like I talked about earlier. There's another one, Pier 115. There's a lot of spots in Edgewater where you can have a lot of fun at night, and it's a great spot to have a couple drinks, eat some pizzas, hang out with friends, do whatever you need to do. You got it right here in Edgewater with the views of New York City. I love it here. It's one of my favorite places to visit in Bergen County. I have helped a few people move into Edgewater, and Edgewater is booming with development. Let's not forget that. There are a lot of new high-rises around here, a ton of these new duplexes, and overall, Edgewater is steamrolling the forefront of Bergen County's transformation. It's been doing it for the past 30 years, and it's an impressive place to live. It's an impressive place to see. It's a great place to visit. Overall, Edgewater is a complete vibe, and I'm very happy to have Edgewater right here in Bergen County. Guys, my name is Tyler Sellers. I help you buy and sell houses in the area. So if you want to do something, maybe a fixer-upper, maybe brand new, maybe you want to knock down and develop from scratch, I got your back. You can find all my info on my website, tsellnj.com. Email me, get in touch. I'm an open book. I have available appointments to schedule on my website. So get in touch with me and let's make your dreams a reality. Welcome to New Jersey, baby. Let's get it.